Good day and welcome to Major League Spleef, the Shovelers Cup quarterfinals live on MBS. This is the end of the quarterfinals for Season 4, the Shovelers Cup playoffs. We already broadcast the first game between Aquamarine Bay and Salina, but they decided to split the series after that game went on for an hour. So we are starting it off right now with Game 2 in that series, and that will be the final game of the quarterfinals. Whoever wins the series will go on to play Titsansaki in the semifinals. Now, if Salina did win the first game, their home game back in Salina, we're now here in Aquamarine Bay. If Salina can win Game 2, that is the end of the series. But if Aquamarine Bay wins this next game, then there will be another game to determine the winner of the series. Let's go to that game right now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Elite, and I'll be your color commentator for today. And we have John G for the Aquamarine Bay team, and Vicky Poza for the Salina team in the Caverna Calder Arena in beautiful Aquamarine Bay. The Honorable Commissioner, Skelly Zomperman, will be reffing this game. I hand things over to Skelly. This is the MLS on MBS.
Well, this arena has a system where it has its own redstone countdown, so I will be utilizing that today. Are the players ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Starting.
And a note to our MBS viewers, this is our first actual broadcast in which we are testing out a new means of the broadcasting, in which we are separately recording the broadcast whilst streaming it. What that means is that while the quality of our live stream is limited by our upstream internet connection, and that's the point for Salina.
Shit.
The score is 0-1 here in Caverna Calder and Aquamarine Bay.
Anyway, as I was saying, while the quality of the stream is limited by the speed of our internet connection, we are separately recording the broadcast as well, so that viewers watching later on for the archive will be able to watch it in full 1080p 60 FPS.
Alright, are you ready for the second round?
Will there be a command block reset? There's one on your left,
yes,
right.
Of course.
Now I'm ready.
And starting.
Oh, shoot.
Oops.
Does that call for a restart?
Yeah,
no.
Just to be safe.
Alright. Starting now.
This will be the second round of Salina at the Aquamarine Bay. I'm Elite Neon, and this is the MLS on MBS. The players are now charging in towards each other. The first offensive moves by Vicky Tori, also known as Vicky Poza. The trench is being dug, and the trench, of course, has been entrenched in the minds of MLS players and viewers since the Salina City-State Shadowpoint series some months ago. We're going to use that line right away, so you don't have to hear it any more than I do. We seem to already be...
This is a very unique Spleef arena located in a cavern underground. You don't see many MLS arenas styled like this. There are underground arenas, but not of this kind of style.
We seem to already be here in a standoff in Caverna Calder, Aquamarine Bay. The score is 0-1 in favor of visiting Salina.
Vicky is known to be a defensive player, and defensive Spleef games are the ones that go the longest and are the most boring because the players do not take offensive actions, and Vicky is one of those defensive players. The previous game of the series between Aquamarine Bay and Salina took an hour. That was broadcast a week ago live on MBS. We'll see if this game is any different, but right now they are locked in a defensive standoff.
This reporter stems to call this the insufferable game already, and we've only been in it for about 2 minutes. 0-1 in favor of visiting Salina. I'm Elite Neon.
Salina did score a quick point at the beginning there as Aquamarine Bay missed a jump over a trench, but that seems to be sort of an outlier with regards to how this game is being played. Right now they are keeping to their sides of the trench, walking around, but neither of them making any moves to cross over. John G getting a little bit close to the edge there. For our viewers, for our viewers on MBS, you'll see some lag in the movement of the players, which I would assume is due to poor server TPS.
The TPS, as recorded just now, is 15.07, a red number. Of course, the lag here was brought to you by...
server's on fire!
And Vicky Tori with the joke of the week. This server's lag, of course, has been brought to you by Minecraft 1.15. Please fix it.
Staff are currently investigating the issue. Probably.
You heard it here. You heard it here, You heard it here first, folks. I have trouble saying the words "you heard it here first, folks." See, I did it again. Must be a vocal thing. But yes, staff, according to Vicky Tori, seem to be probably investigating this issue. The game will go on here in Caverna Calda, a very unique setting, as Kitty Cat 11231, our chairman said, and cameraman. The way to get out of here is to literally fly up a shaft into the Aquamarine Bay itself. There is no dry connection, shall we say.
And John G makes a move
offensive
towards
move.
Vicky Poza.
Very close call
what
there.
we saw in the last game is that John G was the more offensive player, and while both of them have played defensively, John G is usually the first to make an offensive move. And in the game that took place in Salina, some of those offensive moves were successful while others weren't. Ultimately, Salina was the winner of that game, but we are seeing a repeat where we see a defensive standoff for a while before John G starts to make some offensive moves and Vicky moves into retreat.
John G charges and immediately
John G
repelled.
makes a jump over, realizes that he's going into treacherous terrain, and makes a 180 back over to where he was.
Nope.
We got a little bit of a standoff going right now.
For a while, this was just mind games around.
And it looks like it's back to that.
John G makes a move. Vicky
I
makes
jumped.
a move. Yes, I know. It's technically a move.
I mean, we're
Both of
still
them.
moving.
It is. But I jumped.
Yes,
Here,
you
I
jumped
just made
to
a move.
another
Everyone
ice
loves
sheet.
jumping.
Here's another move.
Yes. While John G argues with this color commentator, the game continues.
And for our viewers on MBS, this is one of our last broadcasts using the current MBS graphics package introduced in 2018. Starting on August 1st, we'll be moving over to brand new graphics that we announced on Anniversary Day, so stay tuned for that.
This reporter, for one, is very excited for the new graphics. I do like the fonts. Unlike many other people, I do like the fonts. Standoff again.
I think this font, I don't really care too much either way for the font right now, but I think it'll grow on me.
And it looks like John G making moves like he's about to make an offensive move, but then backing down, sort of running back and forth between the two sides of that little trench on his side of the field. He breaks a piece of string in his own arena. The players are standing still. I think
starting
that was
save.
the
Starting save.
Yeah,
Run
the
away!
The save happened, everything froze, but now the save is over. Oh,
Charged by both sides.
That was a close
Offensive
call
move.
there. And now it looks like John G is the one in the corner. And he runs over to the other side of the field. Both players running across the field, but keeping their distance from each other. John G moving up to be closer to Vicky Poza.
I should really just get rid of all these vines.
We could put barriers beneath them.
No, I just use string
That works
because
too.
at least you can go through them. Although I should just not use vines because vines just grow everywhere and they're really annoying.
Standoff, as always, ends in Aquamarine Bay. This is the MLS on MBS. Seems that the save is in progress. 1 minute.
It does.
Vicky seems to be in her.
It does seem like the brief bout of offensive play that we saw has ended, and we are back in a defensive standoff like we are used to with these two players. But we'll have to see who will make the first move to try to take a point.
Seems that Janji has resorted to throwing snowballs at Vicky Tori while she eats.
I'm still not eating. I was just messing with the field a bit.
From my angle, it looked like you were eating. And it seems that Janji has even resorted to throwing snowballs at the ref. If this was the NFL, that would be a flag.
Well, this isn't the NFL, isn't it?
Well, if
The NFL is no fun.
Played Spleef.
It looks like Vicky is trying to keep John G pinned down in his current location.
No, I'm trying to keep Vicky pinned down to her location.
Well, she has a better geographic position
Hi.
to do that than you do, so...
Wow. I mean, the field is basically symmetrical right now, let's be honest.
Not really, but...
Whatever.
The game of shapes does
Why,
not
hello
continue,
there.
as I can't see anything.
Oh, hi.
I remember Skelly's Spleef tournament that he did in, I think it was in February, and it just went on for so long because of people like Dragon Balloon. And then I remember I was in the final game, and I actually had to go, so I'm like, fuck it, I don't care, and I played as aggressively and recklessly as I could, and I actually won. So...
Now that is a testament.
Under normal circumstances, I would not just run straight to the other person and start digging wildly, but
There you go.
I forget who I was playing against, but it worked.
I do
So,
believe
how are you
often.
today, Jonky?
Did you mispronounce my name?
It's John
Oh,
G.
is it John G?
It's John Jai.
John Jai. I've always heard it John G or Jongy.
That's because people keep mispronouncing it.
John Jai.
I've made an
John
IPA
Jai?
version.
Well, I haven't seen the IPA version now, haven't I?
Okay, but I wouldn't take it out right now because kind of middle doing something here.
Honestly, you'll probably have enough time.
And this game is
to
so
go through the Discord
insufferable
long
that
to
the
try to find
players
it
have
before.
resorted to mild small talk, while still on the field.
Well, we were doing small talk before the commentator interrupted us.
Yeah, yes, it's my job to interrupt you. Now, please continue. This is interesting.
Ah, yes, talking about John Jai and the International Phonetic Alphabet.
I think someone's making an IPA as an India Pale Ale version. Just write out in beer in the ground.
You know, I heard it's a bit cooler underneath the snow.
Actually, it used to be lava down there.
I remember
But
that.
the
Well,
lava
now
ain't
it's
there
not.
now.
I remember that from
It's
FIFA
not.
3.
I think I remember when it was lava, actually.
Yeah, the problem is that like people kept getting stuck on like the iron bars because I couldn't be bothered to because I was scrubbing, couldn't be bothered to get to world edit or just put enough signs. So I just put iron bars and signs every here and there, and people kept dying.
Sounds like a shoddy workmanship.
Couldn't be bothered. Okay, that's kind of our whole thing in this town. We were going to make a nuclear bottom, but we ran out of the button.
It seems that this reporter keeps falling onto the floor from the balcony.
You know, you're far away from each other. You could get close to each other without immediately dying.
Me, yeah.
Hi.
Just
Hi.
like that.
This reporter seems to disagree with the defensive style of player. I'm a offensive loose cannon. That's why I have such a horrible record.
Offensive play styles are definitely more interesting to watch, but
Elite.
it really
I'm made for
depends.
television.
Some
You know that
players
fence-
are just better at defending.
You know that fence exists for.
Well, we are a bunch of players on a creative Minecraft server, and I think we'd all rather just take it safe.
I honestly really wish Otto was in this season. Otto is the really OG offensive player. Otto would be breaking down Vicky's defense right now. Ooh,
Offensive move by John G. Very close
Ooh.
call for Vicky. Very close call.
But yeah,
I wouldn't attempt to
like,
call that witchcraft yet,
if
but Frank Sinatra still rolls around in his grave.
an Otto versus Dragon game is something that would be very interesting to broadcast. They're basically polar opposites.
Well, I mean, the rule goes that anything with dragon is considered the insufferable game, but I guess with Otto, it would be more of the interesting
Otto
game.
would be the counterweight to that. Oh, close call.
Very
for
close
both
call.
of them right there.
See, no things are happening. I think John Jai is starting to become more offensive. You
It's
can
almost
do
like they're
it.
trying to. It's almost like they're trying to convince me. Those people are.
I know, right? Do it. You can do it.
You're just saying this because it makes for more interesting content, aren't you?
Although,
Yes.
for
Admitted.
the sake of shortening this broadcast, MBS officially endorses Selene.
Admit it.
Thank you, Katie. You just eliminated that entire mode of transport.
What was that?
Yeah.
Airplane, boats, ocean
honestly,
liners.
I kind of hope that Selena wins this game, because if Selena wins the quarterfinal, then that means that one of the semifinals is going to be Tits and Saki versus Selena, and that should be interesting because Frog is a
Oh,
pretty
God.
offensive player.
Offensive move by John G.
Oh,
Very close call for Vicky.
oh,
And she
the
goes
tie-
down.
and the
She
first
goes down.
tie.
Down goes Frazier. And the last time somebody scored was so far away that I have to scroll up in my chat to get it. The score is 1-1 here in the Caverna Calder Arena in Aquamarine Bay.
That was a successful offensive move by John G.
I thought I should have
Okay,
seen it
fine.
coming.
You proved your voice, invisible voice in the sky. Proved your point. Whatever. Ready?
Alright, are you ready for this one? Make sure you're in the corner. John G, Vicky.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
Make sure you're in the corner as we start the countdown. Start it.
And they're off again.
And we're off again.
It looks like John G was starting to corner Vicky there, and that's a
Ah.
point for Selena.
A mercifully short round in this mercifully interesting arena. This is the MLS on MBS.
Vicky
Are you ready?
Mercifully interesting.
Mercifully interesting. The shortest rounds are always most interesting. Also, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Alright, we're gonna start the countdown now. Make sure you're in the corner.
And we're off again for this fourth round, I do believe, of the final quarterfinal series of the Shovelers Cup Season 4.
John G trying to basically pin Vicky down in a corner right there.
I'll be able to get out.
Vicky confident
Be careful
in her
there, Vicky.
abilities not to be pinned down. As John G basically stands guard on the other side of that little trench right there. And Vicky gets out and expands her side of the field beyond and goes back to that corner, John G taking the spot that she was just in. But it looks like Vicky is heading over to the larger part of the field, trying to dig some snow behind her, but John G does not take the jump there, unlike the last round where Salina managed to score that point. Now Vicky has the larger side of the field. And John G crosses over an offensive move, but doesn't manage a divide still between him and Vicky, but he is trying to close that gap.
I call it a trend in this Shovelers Cup, at least so far, that the traditional game of shapes can't be played. The field just gets pulverized. I do remember many games this season that I've commentated or refereed that we could play the game of shapes, and we always played it when there was a large world edit and the server was about to die.
Well,
Stand
you
up
know.
again.
We can play shapes. We can play. This is dust.
This is a bunch of spaghetti sprawled all over this side of Spleef Stadium.
Blah!
What, you don't like spaghetti?
I mean, I do, but it's just. This feels like it's just been vomited.
And it
To be
looks
fair,
like
I had a big
John-
lunch. I had a big lunch, so I do not want vomit images in my head. Else we might have
No,
to
that
cut the
wouldn't be a
game
good idea.
short.
Looks like Vicky has a somewhat bigger area to stand in than John G does. John G a little more active in moving around, but basically just walking back and forth at this point, as is Vicky. And he comes over towards Vicky. Vicky digs some snow to separate them, and they are again in their position.
Well, I was hoping he'd take the bait. He barely missed that one.
Who leads the series right now?
I lead the series.
Salina
I lead the series
Salina
1-0.
leads 2-1.
The series.
Oh, the series. Salina wins one. Salina leads
Buzz,
1-0.
Whose phone was that?
Elites.
Not mine. And Yoshi goes to make food. I wonder what Yoshi's eating.
Hmm.
Anyone want to
He's eating
speculate?
Faux 26.
Yes.
No, he's eating mushrooms.
Tonight I'm having pasta.
Me and Mom had Red Robin for lunch
Hi, Sam.
because it's
whoa.
Mom's birthday month, so we get a free burger.
He just joined and said, "Hi, I'm here. Bye, I'm going to make some food."
Well, maybe Yoshi wanted to see something.
Is there like a cooking store somewhere in there, Matty?
A cooking
cookbook.
store?
I don't know.
A cookbook?
And
Cooking-
the players are locked in a
Just like
defensive-
on like the Food Channel.
The players
I
are locked in a
I mean-
defensive
Yes, US
standoff,
sorry,
making small talk
food
about
channel.
food.
Store version.
I mean, I do
There,
have
make that into a
Sandsvik
thing.
courier service.
Make that a thing. Someone make that a thing. Just make a food
MRT
store.
cookbook. Ooh, actually. Ooh, what about like a
Oh.
food library?
Oh, I mean, we've already got a
we
library.
I think we need to bring Chopped back and air it on MBS. You know, last time I really failed. I made a key oversight and there was a bee in my food, but I think I've learned from my mistake. And
Well, that's
I
an
would like
F
to
moment.
try my hand again at some Minecraft cooking on Chopped.
Yeah, sure, I'll host. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sans' thing.
No speed 10. That's bad.
Is this
Still a
the edge?
defensive standoff right here.
Resist the ad.
I know you want to do it.
I know. I
Come
want
on,
to
why
die.
don't you do it? Aww.
No, I'm too much of a scared
You're no
bastard.
fun. Come on, why not make the game more offensive and interesting?
I have to agree with Vicky on this one.
That's what you want.
The score is 1-2 in favor of visiting Salina. Salina leads the series 1-0. The save is finally complete, and this is the MLS on MBS.
You know you want to make the play, John G. Just do it.
No, I just like going around in
Shia
circles around.
LaBeouf. Listen to Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Score that point. Tie the game. Get to the semis. Ooh.
Deuce.
I could just
Scoop
stay
up,
here forever.
up.
Vicky, come to me.
No, you come to me. No, I'm
No,
not
you.
falling for that shit.
Well, I'm not voting for your shit.
And the players are resorting to calling each other names and using swear words. This is the MLS.
Yes, blind
MBS.
John G.
Yes, this is the MLS.
The MLS on MBS was brought to you by the MBS on MBN, a typo which will hang around my neck for the rest of my career here at
And
MRT.
we have an official island on a double island. That is a field reset right there.
Does a
After
double
that
island-
long, drawn out. Can someone break the block of snow, like, in the center of the field? Okay, there's like some weird lighting.
It's a lighting error.
Can
It's
anyone
fine.
else see that?
I
Doesn't
see
a
lighting
double
errors.
island
Yeah.
cancel
That's
each
so
other out
annoying.
and the field is
Wait,
not
can
actually
can someone-
reset?
Skelly, could you place a snow on top of the field? Could you place one a little bit closer? Right there, yeah. Okay, now
What
the
the hell is...
Okay, the lighting
This is a
glitch
nice
is
arena,
a
not gonna
little-
lie.
It's still there, but it's a little bit better.
I mean, Minecraft lighting is shit. Let's just be fair.
And the lighting glitch
Alright.
is back. Okay.
Are you ready for the
I don't... Weird.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep, it's starting.
The day Notch was programming the light system, he must have been like drunk or something.
Yes.
No, you probably just
And
gave
we're
up
off
halfway through.
again. The insufferable game continues. The score is still 1-2 in favor of visiting Salina. We are on the 5th round because of a draw.
I
And
am
there you
jumping.
have it. There you have it. The broadcaster and owner of MVS is actively rooting for John G to jump over and
Go
do
Sandsvik
something.
team! Wait, what?
Jump over the obstacle specifically.
Basically, what you're gonna want to do is go over here and, like, do that. Except on the snow this time.
I am on the snow.
Hey, John
Yeah,
G,
but, like-
stand over here. Why don't you stand over here? Like right over here where I'm like punching. Great, thanks.
50 minutes.
You're a real
and
team
an
sport.
Offensive move.
John G playing
Very
offensively now, and
Responsibly.
Vicky keeping up a defense, managing to keep herself away from John G by means of digging trenches. Vicky now in another corner of the field.
It's like my moves are like the beginning of World War One, where like we're just trying to like out trench each other.
Trench, 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 trench.
For our viewers
The trench,
on,
of course.
For our viewers on MBS, we were supposed to be broadcasting the first semi-final between Winterside and the city-state of Catania live tomorrow. Actually, no. MBN is going to be broadcasting that, while MBS is going to be broadcasting the other semi-final between one of these two and Tits and Saki. But the semi-final tomorrow might be delayed due to scheduling issues on the part of Winterside. To watch that game, head over to MBN, the MRT Broadcasting Network.
Oh.
This reporter is so bored that he attempts to kick Autoronster 50 off the ledge. This is Sparta.
No! How does one
This
exit the
is
spleef
Sparta.
cave?
Hey, Jongi, jump over there. Jump over there.
No, looks a bit deep.
Why not? I mean, you're heading farther away from me. In theory, it should be safer.
Nah. I can head further away from you by going here. But all this nice space. And a dank thing.
Smith and Wesson time. Smith and Wesson time. Smith and Wesson time.
John G making a crossover there.
Very close call.
And
And
that's a
John goes
match
down.
point.
It's match point.
Match
No.
point.
The floor is getting mayor. John G.
An unsuccessful offensive move there by John G. Salina now
Why
leads
the-
3-1. If Salina scores the next point, that will be the end of the game. That will be the end of the series, and Salina will go on to the semifinals against Hitsunsaki.
Series
Also,
point.
I just have something to say. I keep saying my home in this corner keeps teleporting me right here.
Oh yeah, slash home isn't very exact in terms of position, so.
Are you ready for series point?
Ready.
Ready?
You should be starting now.
And we're off again for what could be the final round of the Shovelers Cup. The Shovelers Cup quarterfinals. The trench has been dug, and it kind of looks like the International Space Station, that or a skyscraper crane. Now it
Yeah,
looks like one of those rebel bombers from Star Wars, but
You go fight
The-
me.
Go, Salina! Go, Salina!
so
Go,
Honestly,
Vic.
I am happy to have a fan for once, so I'm taking it.
I'm rooting
I'll
for
make
you
that.
because if you get the next point, the game is over. And also, I also want to see a match between you and Frog.
Oh no.
I mean, we fought during the
No breaking the
main
arena, I'm
season.
sorry.
Well, MBS didn't broadcast that. I want to broadcast a game between you and Frog.
Okay.
That'll be like
Sans
the
Luigi with
semifinal
those,
that I'm
Thanks for letting me
That-
repair my shovel.
That'll be the semifinal I'm looking forward to, and keep in mind that I'm in one of the semis.
I really wish you weren't. Alright.
That's not very nice.
I do.
Well, I mean...
If I had to put a wager, I would wager that Salina is getting to the final, assuming they win this game right here.
Skid up, butter.
The final between me and... Hold on, who are you facing in the other one?
I'm facing Winterside. During the regular season, the series between me and Winterside was a split series, so I honestly don't know which one of us is going to win, but...
I don't want to face either of you. Ugh.
Come on.
Neither you nor Needon sound very fun. No, I'm not doing this shit.
Well, I'm not either.
I've seen what happened. Okay, you can do either one.
I've seen what happened to myself. I have F5.
Yes, obstruct referee viewing.
Honestly, this is better than a lot of the games that last forever because at least we're like trying to make talk.
I mean, there's banter.
Yeah, there have been some games where I just run for my broadcast. I just run music. I have a whole playlist of music on YouTube just to run during broadcasts.
So what? By my
You're
own
me,
standards,
Vicky.
I
use
edited
that.
the Shovelers Cup final for last year. I edited for Skelly for his channel, and I just kind of ran that playlist for the whole time. That was like 2 hours worth of spleef
No.
between Vicky and Dragon. And we're locked in a defensive standoff as we remain at match point in favor of Salina.
Come on, I want to say the lines. I want to say the lines.
Vicky
Say
hasn't done
the
anything this game.
line, Skelly. No, I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
And we're gonna get an official island and a field reset. As Vicky
Well, then I'll get away with this the next game.
Oh shoot, sorry.
As Vicky islands herself, that is an island and a drawn round as the field resets and they go back to their corners.
Are you ready, series point again?
Serious point, let's go.
Ready?
Starting.
The game continues. The score is 3-1 in 1-3 in favor of visiting Salina. It's match and series point. If Salina wins this game, they will go on to face. They'll go on to the semifinals, and I do believe that the trench is basically repeating itself
We'll face
from
Frog.
the previous round. We'll face Frog. Oh, that's going to be an interesting match to watch. Janji, of course, has the opportunity to come back from such a deficit. It's been done before. Sans Luigi and Skelly Zimmerman actually overcame Sans Luigi in their first meetup, and I do believe that SB Nation made a video about Sansvik choking.
Wait, what? There's a video about that?
No, it's a joke because SB Nation's is a sports thing, and they do videos, but chokes.
Ah, right.
28-3. They did a video on that, so.
I guess 28-3, my favorite MLS score. It's totally possible, guys. Trust me.
I remember that would have
It's
been
just-
possible in season 1 because in season 1, the way that the rules worked is it wasn't like a first to a certain number of points. It was a 5-minute match, and then after 5 minutes, it was sudden death. But so like there have been games with scores like that where someone just got completely like wiped off the board. Like I think the highest amount of points in season 1 was something along those lines of like 20-something to 0 or 20-something to 1.
I was, of course, referring to the Atlanta Falcons choking at the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
I'm looking the other way.
Save is starting.
A reminder to our viewers,
And
do
it
not
finishes.
throw snowballs from the stands.
Okay, yeah. So with regards to season 1 scores back before there was like a limit, I just looked it up. I won my game against Silver Bubble 19-3. And And there's some other games with scores like that. Let's see. Let's kind of find what like the largest. Okay, I think I just found it. Otto's game against Silver Bubble, he won 30-3 in season 1, week 2.
Also, the record for largest Major League Baseball win in modern history.
Yeah, I think that 30. I think that.
They seem to be charging at each other.
30-3 I think that 30-3 game between Otto and Silver Bubble is the largest number of points scored in a single match by any MLS player.
And the spelling of the word spleef is now devolving in the general chat. This is the MLS on MBS.
This is going to be one long game.
Hello, testing.
And the sooner that Salina scores the point, the sooner this broadcaster can end his broadcast and go out to the store to buy something.
Ooh, what are you gonna buy, Kitty?
Parmesan cheese.
Kitty going to the store to buy Parmesan cheese.
And I also
Wow.
have to make a deposit.
Make sure you leave the bees on the shelf.
I also have to make a deposit at the bank, which is more complicated because the bank down the street from where I live closed, so I have to go to a farther one.
Haha, last
And it
in
seems
ATM.
that both players
Thanks,
are relatively motionless.
Relatively is a bit of a strong word.
I'm facing away. That means I'm even more cocky.
Okay, I had to check right there to make sure my hand.
Let's troll Kitty.
Oh,
Kitty's
yes.
Kitty's sucky internet was brought to you by Spec.
Hold on, Kitty, what
And
ISP?
the only reason I have to be stuck on this internet is because
Spectrum.
Verizon Fios, which has fast upload speeds, is not available in our building. It's available in both buildings adjacent to our building, but it's not available in our building.
You can't just move because New York rent.
Well, moving would be complicated. But, like, literally, the building next door to us that's owned by the same landlords has Verizon Fios access.
Back in my day, Verizon was a bell.
Maybe someday we'll get it, and then my upload speed will be 20 times faster, and,
It seems that Vicky Tori has thrown her shovel down only to just pick it up as soon as Janji made any motion of charging. The insufferable game continues as Selena teeters on a victory in the quarterfinals and this series. This is the MLS on MBS. I'm Elite Neon. And it seems that Vicky Tori is going to go for the intentional island. The round is about to reset. Well, that's the way it is.
And it's time for a field reset. Yeah. MLS co-commissioner Valkorian314 brought up during a previous game the idea of prohibiting islanding altogether, although I believe that would cause more stalemates than it would resolve, because if anything, islanding and a forced field reset is one surefire way to break a stalemate.
Yeah, anyway, I'm ready.
It might create another stalemate immediately afterwards, but...
Ready?
But there's a better chance.
You're the only one who can stop a
Alright.
stalemate, Vicky.
Let's start.
You're the only one who can stop forest fire.
And they're off.
And we're off again for the 6th round of the MLS on MBS quarterfinals, final game of the quarterfinals in the series between Salina and Aquamarine Bay. Salina is, of course, visiting. Salina needs one more point, and they will sweep the series 2-0. And we'll go on to face Frog and the Titsansaki team in the semifinals. A crowd has a match here in Caverna Calda, as this insufferable game continues with a traditionally low score of just 1-3 right now. One more
How are
point
you all here?
One more point for Vicky, and it could be it.
Well,
Janji
if I
has a
get one more
deficit
point
of
right now, then it will be it.
yeah, it will be it. Janji has a deficit of 3 points and needs to come back, and Vicky, of course, needs to avoid a choke and avoid an SB Nation mini documentary being made about her. The
Oh,
SB
that'd be
Nation
the
jokes
ultimate,
continue. This is the MLS on MBS. I'm Elite Neon.
the ultimate shame.
Junkie, go over here.
I mean, even in the Crystal City one,
I
I
am
still
over
technically won on the end. I got to the quarterfinals. But that's about it.
And then you lost.
Yes,
to
but
me.
you choked that one.
I almost did, but I didn't.
And Vicky Poza is throwing snowballs briefly, and now has the shovel back out. Janji is returning. Seems that Vicky Chori has a stake on her left hand, and Janji has the golden carrot in the left hand. I, for one, as a Spleef player, never actually used the left hand. I just never found it necessary. This is the MLS on MBS. The insufferable game continues.
The reasoning is we don't have to get off the shovel in order
Yeah.
to eat.
And also disguises us.
Yes, I know, but as a 1.8.9 fanboy, I do believe that the left hand is, something that I don't have to be used.
Are you the kind of people who ties their
Vicky.
left hands behind his back?
Hold on, did you say something?
Never mind.
Are y'all left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
Neither, actually.
I'm a right hand.
Neither.
I am right-handed, but most of my family's left-handed.
Both of my hands were cut off at the expense of the tyrannical FS government.
I agree. Oh yeah, that reminds me. MBS officially endorses Sans' campaign to be president. If we were
Please keep MPO politics off of this broadcast.
If we were hosting the debate, then impartiality would be important, but we're not. So MBS officially endorses Sans.
Sans Neon for a brighter FS.
Ooh, and Vicky makes a crossover. Ooh.
This could be close. This could be close.
That is an uncharacteristic move from Vicky. That
The Cubs!
managing to get herself over to a
didn't
different
work.
part of the field, and she has gone full circle.
Oh, that was a very, very close series there for Vicky Poza and the Salina team. Of course, my
It was a
yelling of
calculated risk.
the Cubs is that specific line. The Cubs is a reference to the 2016 Game 7 of the World Series, in which Joe Buck yelled the Cubs right before the Cubs got that final out and won the World Series for the first time in 108 years. So I guess I will be doing that to end this insufferable game. This is the MLS on MBS. I'm Elite Neon.
The next person to make an offensive move gets 50 Catanian dollars.
And what I should care about is why?
Because that's a lot of.
Hold on, what's
Catanian
conversion
dollars.
rate? What's the conversion rate?
I won't tell you the conversion rate, but I will tell you that the value of the Catanian dollar has doubled over the past few weeks.
Yeah,
Okay, but
zero times 2 is 0.
A reminder to our viewers and those in the audience, please do not disrupt the field.
I'm not legally allowed to say that it's going up, but I can say the value is continuing to multiply.
Okay, multiplied by what coefficient?
Point
A
one.
very high number.
Pi.
A very high negative number.
Is it 420 or is it an actual number? Also, at what rate?
It's 420,000.
Per?
13
Second.
billion years.
I'll chip in some money to the pot. Why not? You will get some Sandsvik dollars as well. For use only in the city of Sandsvik, obviously.
Okay, the first person to score a point gets 100 Mojang Rand.
100 Moja.
It seems that the 1980s 1990s Nightline theme song is stuck in my head. It would be very nice if somebody got a trumpet and played that right now. I would pay them good money.
I don't know what that song is, so I can't. Also, I don't know how to
No
play the
idea.
trumpet.
ABC's
And I
Nightline.
play the violin, not the trumpet.
I'm a
I
jazz tenor saxophone
don't play
myself.
any instrument.
Insert giant steps. Na, 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 na.
Honestly, for me, music theory is harder than rocket science.
It's very,
It's like
very
more
true.
stuff goes over my head listening to a music theory video than a rocket science video.
Music theory sounds like something that is very, very boring.
Imagine
Like
tapping
art
your
history.
mic.
Music
Also,
theory.
yeah, who's that?
Music theory is like if you got the worst part of the maths, the worst
my
part of
college-
humanities,
My college
and just put them
makes us-
together.
My college makes us take a creative expression course. The only options
Very
are
close
like
call there.
either basic.
There you go. I made an offensive move. Give me all your money.
Okay, you get 50
What
Kentucky
never?
dollars worth
No,
of
never.
MRT dollars. But yeah, like the only options we have are to take a basic bitch art class or to take either art history, a theater class, or like a music class, or like a music theory. And I'm like, basic bitch art seems like the least insufferable of those, so that's what I picked.
Thank you, Elite, for the $0.
I miss my high school where I filled my creative expression requirements in a media class. That would be fun. And unlike basic bitch art, those classes were actually useful. Like the key back in that corner again. John G, just do it.
Looks like we are. Nope.
Not yet,
No, no, tell me.
but like.
There's one route. You can either chop it off, you could come.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Jack Spear.
Oh, John G, look how great it looks over there. Look, it's a finger beckoning you towards it.
I'm in
Towards
corner.
death.
Sans, move your banner up and down.
You could
How
also
do
How
chop
do you know
off.
it's towards the death, John G? You could jump over, make an impressive move, score a point, and that'd be the most impressive.
See,
that'd be
Sans'
the most
figurehead
impressive
banner is
play
beckoning
we-
you.
That'd be the most impressive
Then
play
proceed to
we-
The
miss a
chances
jump
are
and
low.
lose the game anyway.
That really would be an impressive play if you pulled that off. That would go down in the history, and that's an island.
Is that the
Okay, John, you're getting smacked with a coffee mug.
What?
Are you ready
And the
for
save is
this
starting.
round?
That's starting
After the
save.
save.
That was perfectly timed, Ready?
I'm
What?
ready after it.
What's Kitty saying?
Someone
Stop!
in the stands is doing something very annoying with armor.
Alright. Let's start.
we're off again for the 7th insufferable round of the insufferable game that could end the insufferable quarterfinals of this insufferable Shovelers Cup Season 4. I'm your insufferable announcer, Elite Neon, and this is the MLS on MBS.
MBS has officially been on the air for an hour now.
Insufferably. It's all quiet on the Eastern Front because I'm on the East side.
East Side Story, starring Vicky Torrey.
John G, I
Boy,
want you to
boy,
take
crazy
a moment
boy.
to think about all of the wonderful things that you could spend your... Oh, and that's a point!
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, still
no!
match
The
point.
score is 3-2. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Wait,
That
it's
is
still
a-
match point.
That was a rare offensive move on Salina's part, and that resulted in a point for Aquamarine Bay.
And hence why, don't make offensive moves.
Vicky, you're not in the
Are you ready?
Yeah, and also it's still match points, so I'm fine.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Starting.
In this insufferable game, the score is 3-2 after a surprise offensive move by Vicky Torrey resulted in a loss on her part, but just for that round and not for this game and this series. It is still match point for the impressive Salina team that has battled through this entire game to retain this match point. She is visiting John G and the Aquamarine Bay team and the wonderful and intriguing Caverna Calder. This is the MLS on MBS. Please excuse the leaf blower and or something lawnmower in the background. Something dark side something.
Ooh.
In Epsilon
John
Republic
G, go
news,
over towards that corner.
John
Come
G,
on,
I
you want
think
me to go
should-
with that corner?
John G, I think you should
Yeah,
jump
that
over the
corner.
trench.
Yeah, I'd like to be close, like just so I
no,
can
no,
watch
no,
out.
you don't. I mean, you could just walk away. You could
Yeah,
also
leave
walk
all
into
of
the
this
trench.
France over.
in non-dramatic ER news, Kangaroo has dropped out of the race for Minister of Communications, and Such Penguin has won the race. This is the MLS on MBS.
Wow, what an election!
John G, the snow is whiter on the other side.
Yeah, listen to Kitty. Come on, what happened to all that offensive spirit?
Dies treacherously at your hands.
You did some successful offensive moves. You should try to repeat that.
Next one to score a point gets $20. Period.
Ha 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 ha. No.
John G, if you don't attack me, then how could you ever bring this game around?
By you attacking me.
I'm not going to attack you. I want to win.
You just attacked me just earlier now.
Well, that was then. Now it's now.
Yes, then is then, and then I was then, and then you were then, and now you're here.
But I mean, if you just stand there, I could just island myself until you screw up and trip in a hole, like you have a couple of times.
I mean, you could do that too.
I could do that too. You are right. Except the odds are in my favor.
You could fall down into this pit right here.
I could. I won't, but I could.
There's water down there.
I mean, are you thirsty right now?
No, but you could jump in and go through. It's
Also,
nice
what's your
private
favorite
pool.
color, John G?
Blue, ironically.
Offensive move by Vicky Tori, immediately retracted, which means that she does earn $20, but of course 20 Shatterpoint dollars, so 20 cents in MRT terms.
I thought you said the next person to score a point would get $20.
Yes, I did not specifically. I
Oh,
did not
thanks for the
specify
20
what
cents,
kind of
Neon.
dollar. I did not specify what kind of dollar. And momentarily
I
there.
thought you said next person to score a point, not next person to briefly cross over to the other side and then go back.
Well, it seems that I actually did say that. However, Vicky gets my money anyway. This is the MLS on MBS.
Fucking end the game! Yes! No! No, John G, jump in the hole. Jump
That
in
was
the
so
hole.
close!
Jump in the
Holy
hole.
shit, I legitimately screamed that!
Jump in the hole. Jump in the hole.
How
I
did that not
screamed!
get
God.
you?
Fortitude, baby, fortitude. I got money on this game. I got money.
Jump in
Come
the
on!
hole.
Scared
Come
me!
on. Skelly has
How
money
dare
on
you.
this. Yeah, you did too much. You screwed up your mind game.
I don't bet on my own game.
And I survived.
Come on, baby. I
Stupid
got
way it
money on
works.
this. I got
Oh,
money on this.
sorry,
one.
not
Fortitude,
Skelly,
baby,
Elite.
fortitude. Meaning of life.
Hey, either one of you island, you won't. You won't. See, look, they're
Holy
not gonna
shit.
island.
Oh,
I need to breathe for a
at the
moment.
very least. Oh, I got John G's nerves. That is very good. I still consider that a victory.
Yeah, a moral victory because I've got the actual victory.
Well, I got your nerves on edge.
No one cares about the nerves, everyone cares about the money.
Okay, but if you're nervous, you're more prone to screw up.
If I'm more nervous, I'm more prone to do it right. That's how work works. Yeah, work.
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 Walk.
Go. Gone. And I was writing
Matthew
some
walk.
lovely
Wow, man. Come on, baby. I got money on this game. I got money on this game. Fortitude, baby. Meaning of life.
You want to. You know you want to.
I know you want to, Vicky.
I know you want to.
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 I know you
No,
are, but
you.
what am I?
No you.
I know you
you.
are, but what am I?
No you.
No, you.
No you.
Live from
No, you.
NPR News
No, you.
in Washington, I'm Jack Spear.
No you.
The House today passed a massive...
No, you.
No you, Elite.
No to you.
What
both.
never? No, never. What never? Hardly ever.
What never?
He's surely never sick at sea.
Yes, that's the best episode of The Simpsons.
Oh, he himself has
Has
said
said
it, and it's greatly to his credit that he is an Englishman. That he is an Englishman.
It went differently there. It went differently there, but
I'm trying to remember one from The West Wing. That's the second time I heard it. First was, of course, The Simpsons.
John G, remember
I'm the
that
captain of the
offensive
HMS,
move you made against Vicky and got a point? Do it again.
remember those 3 offensive moves I made and got died?
Well, you know, when you,
Oh, yes, Scott died.
you gotta believe in yourself.
Uh-huh.
What?
A quarter success rate isn't
never?
good enough.
No, never. What never? Hardly ever.
Please stop.
Yes,
It's a good opera.
This is not an Opera Minecraft server. This is a different kind of Minecraft.
We're a survival
We build up
PvP
this.
server.
It is definitely not. No, it's a PvP factions prison. What else? Pay to
With a
win.
townie.
Drugs.
Oh yes, both townie and factions
pits.
because those are necessary.
And
with
this is also
Skylock.
this is also an MPO political roleplay server.
Oh yes,
Yes.
and it's got prisons too.
Yes, we have the Spawn City Jail, the Central City Jail, and the Shadow Point County Jail, the
Yeah.
Shadow Point County Sheriff's Office.
See,
Tough but fair,
like John,
nonviolent
you
drug
could go over there. You come over here. Come on, I'm not even over here.
Yes, but it could just stay over here.
You know what? Fine.
The insufferable game, I tell you. I was
Vicky is
intent
so
on having a nice
insufferable.
bike ride tonight.
Oh, islanding again, are you?
Yes. If you're not moving, then
I
I'm
do
going to
believe that
island.
Vicky is now the one who gets smacked with the coffee mug.
Oh,
For next season, I'm
Ready?
going to propose that MLS adopts stricter anti-stalling rules, but
We've tried,
anti-Stalin?
and clock wouldn't really be practical.
I mean, we could just have it like you have to score the most amount of points in a set amount of time.
my
Ready?
Are you ready,
ready.
for this one?
So
Ready.
basically, someone scores 1 point and then they stall.
I think it should just be if the game doesn't end in like 20 minutes, both teams lose.
We both lose.
And get
Frog just goes
and
by
get, like,
uncontested.
negative points.
I think that's the only time where Shadow Point would ever have a shot.
I think that's the only time when Shadowport would have negative points.
The trench is running again. I cannot play the game of shapes, but at least the trench is running again. We are making some progress toward an actual game and an actual resolution. The score is 2-3 here in Aquamarine Bay in Cavernicondo. I've said that line so many times this game that even I am tired of this. This is the MLS.
Two things, Elite.
On
First of all,
MBS.
it's called semantic satiation. And second of all, oh, you poor naive.
Come again?
Oh, you poor naive soul. Thinking this is going to be a normal game now. Oh, no.
I do believe that I have jinxed it. And so, as
Poor
players
naive.
as MRT members are being TPA'd onto the field of play while there's an active round, the MLS on MBS continues in this insufferable game, 2-3 in favor of visiting Salina. Even the broadcaster himself has pledged support to the Salina team in the interest of ending the game. The MLS on MBS.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of this field.
And is she going to Island? I
It's
think
probably-
she is going to Island.
Circumstances have forced my hand, Vicky. You forced my hand, Vicky.
I request an injunction to fix the broken the broken lanterns at the bottom of the field.
Oh, we can
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
deal with that later.
It doesn't
Are
really
you
matter.
ready?
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 Started.
Honestly, at the very least, this is a fairly fun, long game.
Yeah, it's because of the
For
band.
you, maybe.
Ain't fun for me. Yeah, I was gonna take a nap and I was gonna take a bike
No,
ride after
no,
this.
Kitty is sitting there in pain, watching the hours to come.
It's we've been on the air for an hour and 15 minutes. This is one game.
It's
This
painful.
isn't even the full series.
What's the record for the longest series?
I don't know.
Or the longest game?
Probably something between me and Dragon Balloon. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was a game between me and Dragon Balloon.
Oh god, just defense versus. Oh god, that would take forever.
The exasperation is in the air tonight.
For
The worst I
That
can
something in
drag.
the air tonight is
for
exasperation.
our viewers on MBS, if you were to change the channel to something else, honestly, I couldn't blame you.
Don't touch that dial, kids.
Watch the latest Swiss 001 episode, in which he does something with the 777.
You could even watch Fox News right now, and I wouldn't blame you.
I am not holding my mouse right now. It is literally free. Come on over.
America's newsroom with Shepard's.
This is the better side. This is my side. I specifically designed the site to be like terraformed and such. While that side would just be flat with diorite. It's specifically because this is my side.
Hopefully our MBS viewers should enjoy some more interesting programming tomorrow as Survivor 4 begins. We'll be bringing that to you live.
In fact, you get the bird poop right behind you.
Oh my god, your sides of the field are massive. Just cross over, one of you.
Yeah, Vicky.
There you go.
No, you don't feel like it.
Okay, then get like over on that side. I think that's a fairly nice part of that side.
At this point, if somebody could just charge at their opponent.
No, I think I like this side better.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, at least
Are
this
you
side better
sure?
for receiving
Sure?
guests.
Are you
I
sure? You
personally-
sure?
I
I'm
personally
sure.
prefer the sunny side of
Are
the
you
street.
sure? You sure? You sure?
See, Ali prefers this side.
Are you
No,
sure?
I was
you
referring
sure?
to a Duke
Sure?
Ellington song. You are not sure, John G. You're about to get smacked with a coffee mug as soon as the round is over.
Ow.
Hi.
Hey.
Bye.
And again.
Bye.
Ah.
These guests don't stay there very long these days.
I've got
Back in the day.
I've got 2 viewers on MBS. Why? Why are you
I
still
have
watching
naps
this?
to have.
Why are you
Why
still
are they-
watching this?
Why are they torturing this themselves? You just pause this game, just
Hi.
just look at the view and just say, why? Why?
Technically, there's 3 viewers, but one of them is me. So
Like, I mean, touche.
I mean, look, I'm not even on.
and it's not
Very
like,
close
and
call.
it's not like it's really been
Very close.
fluctuating. I have 2 viewers who have just been here the whole time. Like, why? Why?
I mean,
why are
I'm-
you still here? This is.
I'm half
This
convinced
is
that
probably going to
that
go
there's
on
two-
for like another hour before one of them scores a point, and it's probably going to be John G who scores the point, which means it's going to be a tie, and there's going to be 2 more points needed.
But,
Oh, Vicky, please just score a point, please.
but,
there's probably 2 reasons why why they're there. See that they just want to
I have
torture
an
themselves.
idea.
Gasp! It's
And it involves
islanding.
another field reset.
Or they've just been lying incapacitated since like 20 minutes of this game. And we're just talking, and this is the last things they'll ever hear in their entire life while they're helplessly.
It is, you know, on the one hand, we're at match point. On the other hand, we've been at match point for like half an hour, so...
Ready?
Let's go.
Ready?
An hour and 21 minutes is the amount of time MBS has been on the air for.
Again, why is the
It's
record
really
the
been
longest game?
that's really been that long.
Well, Sam, you kind of stirred it in halfway through.
Yeah.
Spleef is fun until the game takes an hour.
It's a game of attrition.
Games of attrition
war
are
of
boring games.
Come on, we're on the same
MLS
side, John G. Why don't you come over here? Say hi.
MLS needs to change its rules so that this does not happen. Because, like, this is not fun. This is not fun for anyone. This is not fun to view, like, at all.
I mean, why? I mean, like, wasn't it? Didn't it used to be that there was just a set time limit and you just had
Yeah,
to score
that's
points?
how it used to be, but it's
And that was
kinda-
bad. Why?
I think it should just be like. There needs to be some sort of time limit. It's like, this is ridiculous.
Because the thing is, I can't really do anything right now. Like, because you know, if I do, then I'll lose. And
Like,
I mean,
you
who knows?
that would be an acceptable cost.
Honestly,
know,
yeah.
like if it was just like you had to score just as many points as possible before the time right now, I could just keep on trying and trying and trying. But because of this, I just have to stay back and hope Vicky does something dumb.
Okay, then why don't you go over there? Go over there.
Fine,
Come.
fine, okay, do something dumb. Do it now. Do it. Do it.
John G, keep going, right in there.
Keep
right
going,
in
now
there,
go-
right
now
in
go over there.
Right in there. You're so close. You're so close.
Come on, end it already. Oh, I
I
want to
think
say the
it's- I
lines,
think it-
man. I want to say the lines.
I think Kitty's going to have a mental breakdown before this ends.
Honestly, that'd be
The
pretty
fucking
entertaining.
game. Jesus fuck.
End the game already, please. I have
Yeah,
other
John
things
G.
to do.
And
John G.
him.
Just shove yourself in there.
Why didn't you shove yourself in there?
What? No, because the game would continue.
Do it several
No. You going in would take less time than me going several times
I'll
because
remind
you only had
that-
one once.
I'll remind you that
But then
if-
I'd win.
I'll remind you that if Aquamarine Bay somehow manages to win this match, that means we have a second game. This is game 1 of possibly 2.
Yeah, see? Listen to Kitty.
If there's a second game after this, I'm just.
This is the second
No,
game.
if there-
I mean, the third game.
Well, if there's another game, we're not broadcasting that today.
Okay, fair enough.
See, but then it's like you want to have a broadcast as a semifinal. I mean, something interesting could happen, John Guy.
Come on, just one
Nah.
slip up. One slip up. Come on. Let's make this interesting.
I wanted to get through the quarterfinals
I've
once.
decided to resort to writing a constitution.
Okay, and I have a deal. We both meet on neutral ground.
Which is where exactly?
This.
What is your proposition here?
We both meet here and duel it.
Yeah, I don't like those odds.
I don't suppose the pistol duel would be a good option to end the game.
Doug the Dome.
I mean, I'm holding one of my OP bows right now. We can do this right now if we reset the field, and we'll call it a scored point.
Peace.
But no.
Vicky Tori seems to be. I haven't done actual commentary in about half an hour. Vicky Tori seems to be drawing Janji over with a bow on the ground. The shovel on the ground, but she has picked the shovel back up. Janji and Vicky are just motionless. Janji seems to be making some moves. If I wasn't talking, Kitty would think that his internet had gone to crap. The shovels are on the ground again here in Aquamarine Bay. The MLS on MBS, the insufferable game. The game that never ends. The game that never sleeps. The game to end all games. Come on. I get money on this thing. I
The
don't.
15-minute
should've
rule
put
does exist.
Yeah, but
It
no,
requires mutual agreement, so like.
which is not going to happen. Well, it might happen.
Well, it's been more than 15 minutes. Do you want to agree to give me the game?
Yeah, no. We could agree on
Well,
something
then-
else.
Well, then move. Come at me, bro.
Bribery, a gate, and LAR.
That's not actually a bad deal.
Kitty
John
left
G
the
gets
game.
a gate at LAR.
That could be arranged. That could be arranged.
what we could
I
do-
could give you a gate.
We
I
could
could give you a gate.
No, I don't want to get it. I'm not going to be proud
Give
of
me
it.
GM3.
We could do like last person to go to AT by horse loses.
Oh, so get the X.
Nah.
No,
Now-
just a pistol duel.
My fast
Pistol
point only.
duel.
Now, how the hell would
Pistol
you get
duel.
out of the Spleef Cavern?
No, we'd start out like above ground because just to make it easier. But
Right.
That or use a Fast Boy version 1.
I have a fast boy version 1.
Yes, I think we all still have the Fast Boy version 1. It's superior.
But yeah, but the idea is you just run cross country, just
Okay,
all the way across.
What about if you jump in right now? Okay,
I'm
I'll
trying
give
to
you
make this-
2 gates at LAR.
I'm trying to make this interesting, okay?
I will give you the entire airport.
Honestly, that could be arranged. I don't really care about the airport.
Come on, pistol duel. Pistol
Ah.
duel to end it. I can supply the weapons as I always do.
Name your price, John.
Okay,
Guy.
At
You
four-
get
at
a.
four-
Oh,
At 45
oh,
past the
oh.
hour, I'm just gonna leave.
You get a free Sandsvik courier service.
No.
Aww. Not doing it?
Name your price.
I mean, you.
Name your price to jump in right now.
MBS still miraculously has its 2 loyal viewers. Oh, and a 3rd viewer just joined on. Hi, new viewer. Nothing's happening. You should probably change the channel. Thanks.
I'm not
You
sure
should
how
go
I'm
watch
gonna fit.
Fox News. That'd be more interesting.
It's even more informative.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't say that with a
No,
straight
it
face. Fox News is less than informative. Let's be fair.
Absolutely.
Hi.
Hey. I'd be happy to do that race.
This could be close. John could have gone for it, but he didn't. This only further proving that this is the insufferable game. Maybe I was a little bit too quick to label this the insufferable game, and I think I may have jinxed this, but it is still the insufferable game. Vicky Tori, under the ref's box.
You can't reach me from there.
I can't.
Vicky is actively taunting Janji.
We
I
I mean,
have
if I could reach, you'd be able to reach me, which is not very good.
we could end it
You
right
still
now.
haven't named your price.
We could end it right now.
The offer's out there.
We could end it right now.
And the save is starting. The only advice that this reporter can give when the save does start is to
No,
run it.
Yes!
John,
Yes!
it's over!
Thank
It's
you!
over.
Thank
Took
Oh,
advantage of the save! Get dead!
No!
Get wrecked!
fucking
Get
god.
wrecked!
Oh my god.
Can I have that guy anyways?
No,
Oh,
you didn't jump in. I dug
Salina
you out.
wins.
You didn't jump in.
Salina wins.
I did jump in.
the-
I stayed still for you.
Salina wins the quarterfinals after probably the worst MLS game I've had the displeasure of having to broadcast. Anyway, for our viewers on MBS, we'll be live at some point with more MLS. Honestly, I don't even know what the scheduling is right now, but we will be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. GMT with, we'll be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. GMT with Survivor. If for some reason you want to watch this game back again, it will be uploaded in full HD 1080p to our channel, so stick around for that, although I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. Anyway, from MBS Sports and Games in Aquamarine Bay, I'm Kitty Catwoman 231, and thanks for watching.